Welcome everyone to a very special casted game of Age of Empires 4! And today we have got the megarandom nomad free-for-all featuring 8 of the very best players in Age of Empires 4 playing on the Sultan's Ascent DLC featuring the new civilizations coming to you very, very soon. Well, I guess it depends when you're watching this, but you know, if you're watching it when it just got released, well, brand new civilizations coming to you very, very soon. Now, you got to make sure, guys, that you get your popcorn, you get your snacks, you get your drinks, because this is going to be an absolute banger. We've got BeastyQT spawning in the northwest, playing in purple as the Byzantines. Now, he's got 7 opponents, and they're all fighting out against each other, of course. We've got Valdemar playing in yellow as the Jeanne d'Arc faction. And in the north, we've got Corvinus 1 playing in pink as the Jushi's Legacy. And just southeast from him, we've got David Kim, also known as Puppy Paw, playing as the Japanese. And I guess west from BeastyQT's location, in blue, we've got Nomad playing as the Ayyubids. And we're getting there. There's a couple more players still left, don't worry. We've got Baltoon playing in red, playing as the Order of the Dragon. And in the south, pretty much all by himself it seems, so far at least, Core, playing in orange as the Jushi's Legacy. And last but not least, Crackety here, playing as the Jeanne d'Arc faction in teal. Welcome everyone to Mega Random Nomad, with a lot of the players spawning in the north corner of the map, which is kind of tricky, I gotta say. A couple of battles are going to be happening, that is for sure. I do like the fact they're close to each other, because it means that, well, aggression will be coming in pretty quickly. Like, often if they're kind of spread out, the players, then a lot of them can turtle up, but Beasty's going to be under a lot of pressure soon, I suspect, because going up against Nomad right next to him, and also on the east of his position, he's got Valdemar. Like, naturally, Beasty's in a really rough spot. I'd have to say as well that there's a potential there's going to be a bit of a feud here on the northeast side of things. Corvinus nicely in the corner, and so he might be under a little bit of pressure from Baltoon, but Baltoon's got to be careful because Puppy Paw is just next to him. And then we've got Crackety here in the south. It feels like he and Corvinus have a good chance of surviving, as long as Crackety doesn't die to Puppy Paw, and as long as Corvinus doesn't die to Baltoon, it could be very, very interesting. I think, because the issue with Puppy Paw's and Baltoon's locations is that there's always an opportunity or potential that Puppy Paw could get attacked from the south and the north. And the same goes for Baltoon. However, Corvinus, like, it's only the south that's a risk for him, and for Crackety, only really the north. Core, on the other hand, absolutely free to boom away as a Jushi's Legacy. Going to be chilling, having a lot of fun. No doubt about that. Alright, early fishing coming in, as you'd expect. Now, I would like to say a very big thank you for all the support that you guys have been giving on the channel. You guys are absolute legends. It's been a great showcasing the new civilizations. I've been having great fun casting the new civilizations, explaining them, kind of going through them, and what they can do well and what they can't. And hopefully we'll do a bit more of that today, especially because we're going to have time, right? It's a free-for-all, lots of things. A lot of the time you have a bit of free time and downtime. But we do see a little bit of an expansion coming here in the northwest. Looks like Nomad going to be extending his civilization to the west and make sure he's in the corner, just to be safe, right? Getting the House of Wisdom built there. Now this is the Ayyubids, very similar to the Abbasid dynasty, obviously as a sub-faction. And the Ayyubids do get the House of Wisdom, of course, and going to be getting that Golden Age tier, so very, very nice. So this is actually what it is for the Abbasid dynasty, and here on the right is what you get as the Ayyubids. I do like the Ayyubids kind of structure. You get 5 tiers, they're a bit more kind of easier to get, but each tier is a little bit less emphasis, right? You can see that tier 1 for the Abbasid dynasty gives you 15% gather speed, whereas the the Ayyubids only get 10%. But it's kind of the interesting dynamics between the two civilizations and factions and how it pans out. But what's really interesting is the fact that they can go up with the 4 wings. They've actually got 2 choices between each wings. Let's just take a look, make sure nothing's happening, we're not missing anything. Just fishing coming out here for Nomad and Beasty. I think it's going to be a big source of contention right here. And also, look at this, Valdemar and Baltoon. Now, I wonder whether this could be an issue, because Valdemar, whilst he might be focusing on Beasty potentially, he's got a bit of an issue here on the waters. Wonder if they're going to form an alliance, because there's a lot of fishing here. This could get very nasty very quickly. And that is for sure. Oh, see the first attack notification? Well, Jeanne d'Arc heading forward just to harass the villagers on gold, and that's a problem, because, well, Valdemar has chosen the hunter side of things for Jeanne d'Arc. She does get Q ability, which actually does 40 damage with the Divine Arrow. It's kind of crazy. Obviously has to wait for that because it is on a cooldown. But that's going to be a problem for Beasty. He's going to be under pressure pretty soon. in the southwest. Core just chilling. I don't think he's going to be seeing that much action from the southwest at all. In the northeast, meditation gardens coming in for the Jushi's legacy. An interesting landmark, gathers them a bit of food and gold and wood. It just depends where you place it, actually. So it's really dependent where you place the meditation gardens. Actually gives you the resources that are nearby. But if your enemy is in the position next to it, it just kind of disturbs how much resources you get. So that would be a key location to look out if Byzantine decides to harass that. Fishing ships coming down south for Beastie. Just got to be careful here, right? Looks like he's got arrow slits in the emplacements there for Numadan. Just forcing Beastie south a little bit. And Beastie spots that Core is on his own. That is an issue. I think Beastie's in a really rough spot. The spawn just doesn't favour him. Especially now that we're going to be seeing an outpost coming in for Valdemar on that wood line. That's going to cause problems. Alright, just to let you know about Jeanne d'Arc a little bit. She's on a journey of a hero. You can upgrade her depending on your experience. And maybe we'll cover some of it. Actually, you know what? I've got a lot of other casted games on the channel, right? Going into detail about the units. So I think generally today, because there's so much going on, there's 8 players. I'd rather focus on the action that's happening rather than try to explain the civilizations and how they work. I might do it a little bit here and there, but I won't be able to go into too much detail. Because take a look at this. Wall's coming up for Beastie, trying to save those fishing ships. And he does for now, but you can see, right? If I was to talk about Jeanne d'Arc right now, we'd miss a lot. So what I'd recommend is maybe after this one, if you really want to find out about the other civilizations and how they match up against each other, maybe watch another casted game or two on the channel. You probably have already, to be fair. You can get a lot more information. Let's just focus on the action, because a couple of nights, well, one night, going to be harassing on those villages. That's the problem. Beastie can't get that up. That Grand Winery does get deleted, and he has to head away from there into the town centre. And he's being 2v1'd here, Beastie. He's under all sorts of problems. An outpost coming in to deny the shoreline fish. This is an issue for Beastie. He's got to try and find a way to escape. I think he's got to get a transport ship and get out of here, right? It feels like that's the only way. But he does have a lot of real estate. If he goes south, that could be a good spot to try and reboom up again. We'll have to see, but that will set him back hugely, right? But I don't think he has much of a choice, I gotta say. He's actually getting a transport ship. Yeah, he is. I think it's the only option at this point. He's got to get out of there. In the north there, a bit of a water fight here. Baltune and Corvinus going at each other's throat. Does have a springald ship. Would do well to get a demo here. Baltune, will he get one in time? Is there something queued up? There's one in the south coming in for... Wait, that was Corvinus's. Holy moly. Yeah, that's the problem for Baltune. There's a dock right here, and he's going to get... He's going to get demos. He's going to get demoed out here, unfortunately. Now, they are galleys, so they won't necessarily go down completely, but dished out a lot of damage. Numadan blocking the transport ship. Beastie trying to get out of there, but oh, he's really try-harding here. Numadan trying to body block that and try... I mean, he can't... He's just delaying it, really. He's not going to kill it. But that's got to be annoying for Beastie. Numadan showing his micro skills. Holy moly, Numadan. That's rude. It's kind of funny to watch. Beastie is trying to make a getaway, though. I mean, he has no choice, really. He's got to do it. Otherwise, he just dies, right? But BeastyQT's capacity to survive... Wait! He's got a springald ship. He might just take it out. The villagers get... Oh, my God. The villagers coming out to torch it down. Will he get the torch damage out? He takes a lot of the villagers out. He's just going to make it on foot. Oof. The Dow, though. Oh, picks off a couple of villagers. That's rough for Beastie. Manages to escape, but he lost half of his villagers. 9 remain. They're going to have to repopulate the Byzantine Empire, because they're going to be down and out soon, gathering what remains of food and resources. But certainly BeastyQT has turned into a nomad, fitting for the game mode, that is for sure. Let's take a look what's happening between Puppypaw and Crackly. Not too much just yet. Let's just see what the Japanese are up to. He does have Shinobi as a possibility from the Cocker Township, but doesn't seem to have done that much with it. 2 town centres here for Puppypaw. Alright, well... that Royal Knight for the French, for Jeanne d'Arc rather. We're getting away with it. This is really interesting. So BeastyQT is almost, but kind of evacuated. There's a couple of villagers here. Might try and escape with 9 of them. It's definitely worth trying to get another transport ship. Yeah, the transport ship's coming back home. Half damaged, but he's going to make it away. Question is, where do the villagers go? They're still walking, right? Doesn't have a wheelbarrow. BeastyQT is still in the Dark Age. Guys, holy moly. Corvinus getting to the Castle Age. First the one to the Castle Age is Corvinus. That actually bodes pretty badly for Baltune playing as the Order of the Dragon, because it could be quite hard countered now. It's got to be careful. Right, BeastyQT maybe looking to migrate again with another couple of villagers. Struggling though, the arrow slits is always bothering him in that outpost. But you can see this core just booming away. Look at the resources it's got. Absolutely phenomenal. And, I mean, Corvinus has gone for the castle age, mostly because he just needs a tech up, right, to be able to fight effectively. But Core, just staying in the feudal age, getting a huge economy. I wonder how many villages he's got. So we've got 17 population, or 17 economy for Beastie. Looking terrible. 47 for Valdemar, 50 for Corvinus, 42 for Papipor, 44 for Numadan, 39 for Baltu. These are populations, and 66 for Core. He's up on 3 town centre. That's going to escalate very quickly, that population space, that is for sure. Crackety, he's trading. He's gone up with the Chamber of Commerce, which is kind of unreal. I was kind of expecting him to go with the School of Cavalry, but it is what it is. Oh, that Meditation Garden is actually pretty damaged. Does have an outpost as well, so I think he's going to lose that landmark. Denying that gold. And that's a problem for Corvinus, right? Because he doesn't actually have any other access to gold. But the good thing for him is if he can get some Castle Age units, if he's got upgrades at least, it'll be certainly useful. He's going to get some Shaolin monks. Oh, I'd love to see that, actually. So what's really interesting about the Shaolin monks is they can actually attack, by the way. They actually have an attack on them. Kind of similar to... I mean, there aren't that many religious units that can attack. I guess the Rus warrior monk can do it. But also they actually heal themselves rather than their allies, which is kind of strange, but kind of cool, gotta say. A couple of these mounted samurai heading through past the walls from Jushi Legacy, and Kraken's got to be careful here. Doesn't really seem like he's got much in the way of military just yet. Does have some consecrated buildings. The stable, the town centre. And the barracks. The BeastyQT's economy kind of struggling. He's headed down south and he's going to be getting the Grand Winery. This is actually really key, right? Because, well, he needs it. Because if he loses his capital town centre, it's going to be out. Still in the Dark Age, I'm afraid. Oh, what's going on here? The East Side Mounted Samurai are going to be trying to torch their way through and cause some problems for Jushi Legacy and Crackety. I would like to just say as well, a very big thank you for everyone supporting the channel. You guys are absolutely phenomenal. You know, even just giving the video a thumbs up, dropping an emoji. I mean, it really helps out on the YouTube algorithm. In fact, you know what? At the end of the game, what I'd love you to do, if you could drop an emoji which you think encapsulates the game, like it could be a transport ship because, you know, something to do with fishing maybe, or a boat because of BeastyQT's transport ship down the south. It could be fire. I don't know. Would we see Nest of Bees? Who knows? It could be fireworks. Anything like that. I'd love to see what you guys could come up with to encapsulate what you think would summarize this free-for-all. And also it helps with the engagement, so, you know, a bit of cheeky call to action there, I guess. It looks like the Shinto priest going to look to get a Wallow, and it's going to force Crackety away with those villagers. He does get away. But the villagers, yeah, I mean, this is a problem. He's going to break through, and that's going to be a big pick-off there by Papipor. There's a lot of villagers to be killed. BeastyQT's initial base is going to be running away with those villagers as best as he can. In the north, a bit of aggression coming in here. A lot of the Gilded Archers firing on the veteran Jugunu, and those veteran Jugunu get melted. But take a look at this. The Shaolin monks, by the way, they actually have 2 ranged armor, and they're very good against, you know, in melee combat. And you can see they're barely taking any damage. And this is against Gilded Archers, ladies and gents. Imagine if they were against just regular archers. And all of a sudden, those Shaolin monks causing havoc within the Order of the Dragon base, and well, it's a bit of an issue. Oh, look at this. A big fight here. Oh, looks like the Mounted Samurai are going to chew through the veteran Royal Knights. That's a problem for Crackety, that is for sure. Jeanne d'Arc might be going down next. And looks like Papipor getting the better of Crackety. And it certainly looks like Baltoon heading north and obviously Papipor heading south. And this is not looking good for Crackety. He's got to get out of there. The trouble is, where does he go? He doesn't have the military numbers he needs to fight this off. And these Mounted Samurais are going to run riot. Now, the great thing about Mounted Samurai is they actually have a bit of an armor, which actually regenerates. So with a good micro, he can bring back the weak ones. And the armor regenerates. It makes it really hard to kill. And he also actually has a bannerman there. Uma Bannerman, which is such a great unit for the Japanese. Alright, that increases the cavalry unit damage output, which is by 15%. Pretty cool. And it does mean that when it dies, though, it actually leaves that aura behind for 30 seconds, which is very, very cool. And it itself, it attacks, by the way. Got 23 katana damage. Yeah, it's pretty epic. The trade is going to be cut off by now. And in the north, the aggression continues. The trouble for Corvinus is out of gold, right? And he needs gold for the veteran Chukunu. Kind of a bit of an issue. Valdemar, let's just see what he's up to now, because he has taken care of Beastie. Beastie lost that town centre, the capital one, and it leaves him in the south. Does he have a town centre, the second one, just yet? Doesn't seem like it. So it doesn't seem like Beastie has the capability to produce just yet. I mean, it's really struggling, right? He needs stone, he needs a bit of wood for that second town centre, and he's really struggling on that front. He has walled up though, so giving him a little bit of protection. And Kor's just chilling. He's just playing SimCity in the southwest. Take a look at this. Holy moly. His population must be pretty good at this point. Valdemar getting to the castle age. Must have been the guild hall, right? We'll see. It is indeed the guild hall being built for Jeanne d'Arc. Oh, but this is looking bad for Crackety as we move back into the south, and he's losing so much, right? He's just kept idle for so long. I don't think there's any way out here for Crackety, because like his production is just camped on, 12 villages idled at least. The trade is being denied, and it might be the case that Crackety is the first to bow out. Puppy Paw dishing out all sorts of damage. The Japanese going to be running riot over Jeanne d'Arc's faction in Teal. And looks like the production buildings are going down, and I mean, it doesn't look like his resources are any good anyway. It doesn't really have the food or gold to produce. I think just a matter of time, I'm afraid, for Crackety. In the north, there's a bit more aggression coming out. Looks like the Gilded Archers are dishing out some damage and starting to build up in numbers. I worry for Corvinus. He's building up a group of Chukunu and Shaolin monks. I think it's not a bad army composition, but he might struggle against man-at-arms. And there are a few there. But can I just say one thing? Can we just appreciate how good the skins are and how good these units look? I think it's something that I've done really well with the new DLC. They just look so good. As well as the animations for things that have improved, things like boiling oil and the keeps. And the problem for Corvinus is a lot of his fishing is completely idled. He might even lose that dock. Does have a junk, but only one, and you know, he's got a hulk there. Baltoon, so it'll be absolutely fine. In the meantime, Crackety losing his capital town centre. Wait a minute, Kor coming in on the west side. Numidan, his defences have been breached. The Yuan Rider breaking through, and this is a problem. He's raiding heavily, and the village is going to be dying pretty quickly. Valdemar might be coming in from the east as well pretty soon. And looks like Numidan, I mean, he might be taken up before Crackety. We'll have to see. If not, it could be pretty soon. I think Crackety might just be dead, though. Yeah, I think he's just dead. And that capital town centre is going to go down, and then it's going to be the Chamber of Commerce. I mean, I think Crackety might just tap out right now, to be totally honest. But take a look at this. A lot of villages going down. Crackety down to 29 population. Beasty's actually ahead by this point. And let's take a look at Numidan. Down to 85 population. He's got to keep, but that's going to get torched down pretty quickly, and Kor will be taking that, I think. Oh, no. He's struggling. And Crackety losing infrastructure for sure. But what I worry about Baltoon's position is that once Puppy Paw is down with Crackety, which he will be very soon, where does he go from here? Naturally, he's going to come up north to Baltoon. And that's going to give Corvinus breathing space. I think Corvinus needs that help, though. Gilded Archer's heading... Oh my god, that's a lot of villagers he's fighting with. He's going to have to back away. He does kill the man-at-arms, but you know, the Gilded Archers pick a couple off. Still got the keep. Yuan Raiders still struggling to get rid of that keep. He's sending reinforcements, though. Sending a couple of his own Shaolin monks here, Kor. In the meantime, Beasty's just building up his economy as best as he can. Does have one town centre, getting a second. Starting to reboom a little bit. Yeah, Crackety's going to lose his guild hall, and then that only leaves the Chamber of Commerce. He's pretty much down and out. He might be the first one to go down. Maybe just trying to hold on to see if he can survive and not be the first one to be eliminated. But it looks like that will be the case. Just the Chamber of Commerce is on fire. The Japanese have taken the first scalp. Puppy Paw taking out Crackety in this free-for-all. And there is our first casualty, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are, down to the last 7 now. Plenty more action coming in the game. I can assure you of that. And looks like the Shaolin monks just bringing up in good numbers. I like this army, I've got to say. It's looking pretty decent for Corvinus. He should be able to defend. But I really worry for Baltoon is where these mounted samurai are going to head next. They're going to be heading north. The Yuan Raiders, they're going to be finally taking that keep out. Numidan down to 67 population. Looks like Valdemar. Oh, this is bad for Numidan. Valdemar sending his army there. And it's understandable, right? Because where else is he going to go? Going to go straight for Numidan's economy. He's lost his fishing boats. And Valdemar going to have superiority on the waters. And now he's going to take his capital town centre. All that's going to leave for Kor to take care of is that House of Wisdom. Oh, but take a look at this. The Mounted Samurai absolutely decimate the farms for Baltoon and the Order of the Dragon. And he's under pressure. Like, this is a bad situation for Baltoon, right? He's sandwiched between two. It's always bad to be in the middle of a sandwich. Demolition ship comes off, and yeah, I mean, Baltoon's losing his water. This is bad. This is bad. Golden tier does get deactivated for Numidan. Lost the keep. Going to lose that second town centre, and there's no way for him to really defend this. Question is, who will die first? Will it be Numidan? It's going to be Numidan, isn't it? It's got to be. Can lose that capital town centre. Valdemar taking it out, doing half the work, and Kor's going to do the other half. All that remains is the House of Wisdom. He's trying to train reinforcements, but, I mean, yeah, even if he gets there, it's going to be bad. Wait, he's going to the Imperial Age? Okay. I mean, he's dead. Well, the Yuan Raid is going to be burning that down. It's just a matter of time. I think we have our second player to fall, victim, in this free-for-all. It does have a heck of a lot of HP, right? It's taking time. It's 12,000. Come on, hurry up. Chop, chop. Yuan Raiders, get through it. Holy moly. It's got quite a few of them. 39 of them. Yeah, it's looking bad. Looks like Byzantine has kind of re-established himself and secured. At least getting a Berg of Palace to Castle Age, but yeah, I mean, Puppy did a bit of damage and just poked the bear a little bit. But I think he's fine because he doesn't have much to do else. Like, his main opponent, Crackety, next to him, has just, been decimated. And there it is, ladies and gents. The House of Wisdom goes down. Numadan, it has been eliminated. And ladies and gentlemen, we are down to your final 6. Valdemar, Baltune, Beastie, Corvinus, Puppy Paw, and Core. What is Core doing? Holy moly, this guy's been asleep. Look at the resources he's got in his bank. Absolutely absurd. Now, one thing to bear in mind in this latest patch, you do actually have to have 8,000 of each resource to get a wonder. So it doesn't come cheap, that is for sure. That is for sure. Looking to stonewall him in and get that gold vein. This is nice for Puppy Paw. Take a look at that. There's 2 gold veins to take advantage of. Look at Puppy Paw's resources as well. He's looking very strong. Taking out Crackety and getting a lot of real estate. There's a lot of resources left behind, by the way, by Crackety. Take a look at his spawn. It was actually pretty good in terms of resources. And it's all been taken by the Japanese. They actually get farmhouses. This is looking amazing. I'd love to live in one of these. Holy moly. Take a look at that beauty. Take a look at it. I gotta say, look at the attention to detail the devs had. These things look so nice. Especially the villagers picking up berries. You can actually see the individual berries in the baskets they're carrying. They actually empty out as well. They slowly get full up as time goes and as they pick. Or is it just one single animation? No, actually just empty and full, I think. Still, I think we really got to appreciate what the devs have done with that. The level of detail is immense. Well, Valdemar heading south now. Probably wondering, where did Beastie escape to? That's a fair question. Can be engaging against Core, though. Does he really want to do that? Because Core is a beast that he doesn't want to unleash, I think, or awake. Alright, well, it looks like Core and Beastie are pretty safe. It doesn't seem like they're going to be aggressive to each other. So I think most of the aggression is going to come in the north and northeast. Corvin is still stuck in that corner. Does have access to gold once again, though. Baltune's got to be careful, though. He awoke a beast in the north, and he's been poked and prodded by the beast in the south from the Japanese. Valdemar building up a decent amount of economy as well, though. So it looks like Valdemar, maybe Puppy Paw, and Core look to be the favourites in this one so far. But we'll have to see. Anything can happen in a pro player free-for-all, that's for sure. You never count out Beastie either. Especially, it seems like he's survived this far. He's got water level 3. This is actually a really nice sprawling economy. He's got another town centre. He's got, wait, is that 4 town centres now? Yeah, he's pumping. He's pumping. He's booming. And don't forget, the late game for the Byzantines is incredibly strong. They get olive oil, which really limits their kind of dependency on gold. Like, they can get mercenaries pretty easily. And the Imperial Age landmark, they can get siege units just for olive oil. Like, they can get the Hui Hui Pow. They can get Nesta Bees. It's incredibly strong, I think, Byzantines. But they do have to get to that late game, and Beastie survived for now, at least. Puppy Paw, you can just see a lot of green on the map, right? It's got one of the sacred sites. Sprawling economy for the Japanese, and Valdemar deleting the fishing ships. He just wants that population space, and I don't blame him. He's actually also booming pretty hard as well. Take a look at the economy, looking very, very nice. Heading westwards. Trying to snipe some of the villagers that... Wait, is that Corvinus? Wait, that is actually Corvinus. Holy moly, he's trying to retreat, get away with some villagers to get more of economy. He is really stuck in the corner, right? Which is kind of bad. Trying to get the economy they can. Does still have the meditation gardens. Wait a minute. I just wonder whether that kind of... is it just military units that deny the resources? Or is it also... I mean, it's not built yet, so we can't tell, but... Would the lumber camp actually deny some of the resources there? Possibly. Let's take a look, actually. What does it say? That's enemy units. Okay, it's going to be enemy units, then, only. I suspect. There are the transport ships. Corvinus trying to get out of this corner. Don't blame him. Corps moving away with a couple of UN raiders. Man-at-Arm just being annoying there. But things have died down a little bit, I guess. Time for me to grab a drink, I think. I'm very thirsty. It's very difficult to cast these games sometimes. Alright, well, Man-at-Arms just harassing, really. Not much has happened. Oh, okay, I take that back. Something is happening. The Gilded Army heading north, but Baltoon's always going to be careful, right? He's always going to be careful of Puppy Paw in the south. Because it's always an issue to deal with, right? Puppy Paw will do well just to let Baltoon do his thing to take Corvinus out, I think. Although he could attack and make Corvinus have a fighting chance. He's going to escape with the villagers. Well, that Corvinus was prepped for this, right? He knew this is always a possibility. No, he left 4 behind. They've been left behind, I'm afraid. They didn't have the passports. They couldn't travel. They didn't do their COVID tests. Who knows? They couldn't get out of there. Does have a canny just to stop the chase, but these are gilded units. They're going to back away, and he's trying to wall this up. He does escape with one... Wait, what? Did he just lose all his villagers? I think he just lost all his villagers. Oh, no, Corvinus. I mean, there was no real way of him escaping anyway, to be fair. Keep coming up for Valdemar. He's recognizing the threat coming in from the east. He's pretty safe on the west, and yeah, this is bad for Corvinus. I think he might be the second or third player to go down, rather. Gonna lose that. I mean, he does have a bit of economy here on the west, but gonna be getting a Jiangnang Tower just to stay alive, right? Because if he loses all his landmarks, he's out. He does get that Song Dynasty. But, he's gonna lose a lot of his production and his, a lot of his economy. Let's just see how much... Yeah, he's got 21 economy. 21 economy. It's just... Yeah, that's rough. That is rough indeed. Take a look at this though. Olive groves are in action. Water level 4 as well. This is no joke. This is actually going to be increasing the gather speed or gather rate of villages by 20%, guys. And that's for the whole economy because it's all covered by the cisterns. Also bear in mind, you'll be getting some free units from the Golden Horn Tower. It's actually a really nice landmark. It actually produces unlocked mercenary units for free, by the way. For absolutely free. Getting 2 keeps to protect as well. I mean, he's looking not in a bad spot, Beastie. I mean, this could be a dark horse. He was in the Dark Age while everyone else was in a Feudal Age and Castle Age. In fact, Court was in the Imperial Age. But this could be a good option. I mean, he's got 2 gold veins. He's got a stone vein. I mean, he's not in a bad spot. I wouldn't count him out. I think he's brought himself back into the game. That is for sure. There's always a chance. And he is in the corner, right? He's got the ability to maybe build a wonder or... I don't know. Just build up a strong enough army to push back Core, though. Take a look at how much food he's got. I mean, he's just chilling, right? Now, I think the mistake for Core would be to build a wonder first. I think that would be a big mistake. Because often if you do that, you put a target on your back. And then, like, everyone's going to be against you, right? And there are still a good... You know, there's still 6 players in total. So that'd be 5 players against him. It'll be 5v1 if he decides to get a wonder. So heavily discouraged, I think, to get a wonder at this point. Just need to stay out of people's way. Yeah, this is looking bad for Corvinus, losing his infrastructure back at home, and he's going to stick it out for now, it seems, on the west side. But he's going to do what Beastie did, hopefully. Well, for him, anyway. He's going to get a town centre and rebuild. Understandable he'd want to do that. Now, Puppy Paw has been chilling for a while. He's got up with the Shogunate Castle. This is such a great upgrade for the town centre. It's disgusting, actually. So these farms are actually working at a 75% greater efficiency. It's kind of nuts. Like, the upgrades you get as a Shogunate Castle. It's take a look at that. You can imagine why I'd love the Japanese. They get farmhouses. They get great farms in terms of gather speed when you upgrade your town centre. What's not to like? Also, by the way, with the Cura Storehouse, he didn't actually go for that landmark in the Feudal Age. He actually went up with the Cocker Township. But the Cura Storehouse actually gives you a free farm every 45 seconds. So you can just start the game and put your landmark here, the Cura Storehouse, and you get free farms every 45 seconds. It's pretty epic. Wallow coming off. What do you get the scout? I mean, he's going to get... Wait. He's going to get the scout. But people... Oh, he's probably up... Wait, does that mean he's at full population, or did you just get deleted? He's actually at full population. Holy moly. Is he the only one to get there? Let's just see. I mean, Numidan's out, of course, and Baltoon's getting there. Core's there, of course he would be. Crackety's out. Beastie's there. Wait, what? Huh? Beastie's actually gone to full population capacity. That's kind of crazy, I've got to say. But I love what he's done, right? People probably think he's out of the game, but he's not out of the game. He's actually ahead in population, even more than Baltoon. His ability to boom up again, pretty epic. But yeah, going to be losing this meditation garden, so a little less trickle of income coming in now. I kind of just say one thing, the stone walls and the walls generally look so good. Oh, BC's got to be careful though. I mean, he's got full population capacity, so it doesn't really matter, but he'll be losing quite a few of the villagers here. Oh, look at the stone walls coming in for core. There's no way through there on the south. Oh, I'll tell you where there is a way through, though. It is through Beastie's base. Valdemar attacking with 4 rounds, breaking through the stone walls. There is a keep, though, going up just in time for Beastie, so should be able to survive. There's a demo ship there, sniped by the artillery, but he's got to be careful, right? There's docks coming up for Beastie. There's another demolition ship. Valdemar, got to be careful. Is he spotting this? Oh, no, it's going to be a massive demolition ship. Beastie gets a huge hit on the artillery, massive casualties for the Jeanne d'Arc faction of Valdemar. He is struggling. Take a look at this. This could be getting even worse for Valdemar. In the north, core heading forward, everything heating up with the Grenadiers and the Elite Horsemen. But take a look at this even more. The Ayyubids from David Kim, from Puppy Paw, and the Japanese ripping through Baltoon's base. And we kind of expected this. I mean, there was no static defenses there for Baltoon in the south. And this is looking bad. He's getting absolutely ripped to pieces. The Yumi Bannermen supporting the Ayyubids. Now, these guys, they are heavy ranged gunpowder infantry. Take a look at them, absolutely blasting their way through. Absolutely phenomenal. These guys have a base damage of 48, but also a plus 130 versus buildings and a 6.5 tower range. That's more than a longbowman. Only just, but it is still longer than a longbowman. This is absolutely nuts. These guys are ripping through the base, and Baltoon might be tapping out because he's completely decimated. His economy ripped to shreds. The Japanese ripping through Crackety here, the Jushi's legacy in the south of his position. Now is taking out Baltoon. He's dishing out all sorts of damage, and, well, I mean, Baltoon's down. He's out. He's resigned, and, well, that means David Kim has taken out 2 scalps today. Both Crackety here and Baltoon. He taps out. We are down to the last final 5, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like Valdemar has suffered so many casualties. Ooh, that's so bad. Core taking him to pieces as he was attacking Beastie. And Beastie stabilized. He's built that stone wall once again. I mean, you kind of felt that the push wasn't all that great from Valdemar when he lost the units to the demolition ship. So he's pretty safe here, Beastie, now. He's held off. Valdemar tried to clear him out and finish him off, but unfortunately wasn't able to. And the Grenadiers camping up on the stone walls there. Now, I don't know if you guys remember a time when the Grenadiers were kind of cracked. It just reminds me a year ago of before they were nerfed, they were so strong. Arbaletier, going to be trying to snipe them down, but yeah, Grenadiers getting good value. I mean, they're not that... The thing is, before the nerf, they were doing so much more damage, right? They're actually not that amazing anymore. But yeah, it's pretty cool to see that Juchi's legacy do get them. Stonewall here on the north, so it's protecting himself pretty nice. He's pretty quiet here for Corvinus, I suspect, on the northwest. He has got 2 town centers, trying to boom his way back into the game, but take a look at Core's resources. I'm pretty surprised he hasn't got enough stone for a wonder just yet, but again, I think it's a mistake if he goes for a wonder. He doesn't want that target on his back. There is still 5 players on the game still so far, and if he starts building, obviously that's going to be 4 players against him. No one wants that kind of attention. But Puppy Paw has decimated this eastern part of the map, and it's kind of like Puppy Paw versus Beastie in a way now, and maybe Valdemar versus Core. We'll have to see, and Corvin is just chilling in the northwest. But that was a crazy turn of events, right? Within 5 minutes, like, so much happened. Valdemar went for Beastie, Core went for Valdemar, and, Puppy Paw took out Baltoon pretty quickly. This is Zutsu army. It's looking pretty strong. Now, these guys actually do splash damage, which is kind of crazy. They're kind of like bombards on wheels, on foot rather. The bombards have got the wheels, but these guys have heavy armor, but they are basically anti-building units. They're kind of crazy, and as you saw earlier, they dish out so much damage. It's got 7 melee armor, 7 ranged armor. Pretty slow though on their feet, but doesn't really matter too much. It's kind of more of a death ball push that they exhibit. The question is, where does Puppy Paw go from here? I mean, it could even be Valdemar, right? So Valdemar's in a tricky situation because he has kind of aggravated Beastie, so I don't think Beastie's going to be attacking him anytime soon, to be fair. But Core went after him, and now it looks like Puppy Paw is going to go after him as well. And Valdemar does have a keep, but let's just see how quickly that goes down because... Oh god, that's absolutely decimated. Zutsu probably two-shotting them. Oh god, that's a lot of damage coming out very quickly. Alright, well he's going to try and get the stone walls up again, but the elite mounted samurai as well, adding into the mix as a meat shield. Wait a minute. Oh, Puppy Paw's retreating. Maybe they called a truce. Either way, he's not taking out the keep completely, letting him repair it. Valdemar going for the sacred site, wants that little bit extra trickle of gold. Now, I wonder what gold situation is there for Core. He's got so much in the bank, but do you know what? I mean, I've got to say, Puppy Paw's situation is not too shabby in terms of how many resources he's got in the bank. I've got to say, he's played this so well. Like, it's not as if he's been untouched like Core has. He's had problems. He's been up against two players. Although... he did decimate them pretty quickly, I've got to say. And back in the south, Beastie has made it to the Imperial Age, would you believe? Corvinus was actually the first to Castle Age, but he's actually the last to Imperial Age, would you believe? That just shows you how crazy FFAs can be sometimes. But water level 5 as well, this is great. This is going to be increasing the gather speed of his villages by 25%, guys. That is bonkers. Getting a lot of olive oil. Let's take a look at how much olive oil he's got, actually. Yeah, 1,500. That's kind of like 3 batches of units. And I think the question is, what did he get? Yeah, he went up with a foreign engineering company. So this is the great landmark for the Byzantines. You can actually get Nesta bees, as you can see. 600 olive oil. It's not too shabby, right? You can get like 3 groups of them. You've got the Hui Hui Pow. You know, if you thought the Mongols were the only ones that get these, you're wrong. The Byzantines can commission them as well. They've got the Royal Cannon. Like, it basically chooses the best siege units in the game. It's kind of crazy. All right, well, in the north, here we see Valdemar saying, well, look, hey, Puppy Paw, you try to attack me? Well, I'm going to pay that back. And maybe Puppy Paw might regret not finishing him off because it looked like he was in a bad spot now. But now he heads forward with Jeanne d'Arc leading the charge on a horse mountain. Where are they? Zutsu. There they are. Focusing now. Oh, there's going to be splash damage. Oh, Valdemar's got to get out of there. He's got to find a way to deal with the Zutsu. The question is how. He's got to ride out of that. He's got too much here. Puppy Paw. Defend your wonder. He's got a wonder himself. Holy moly, when did that happen? Wait a minute. He's got forges. Ah, so this is really interesting. But what I'd love to know is, where is that wonder? Wait a minute. Where is it? And who's got it? Oh no, it's Core who's got it. That's kind of crazy. I don't know how I feel about this because, like, it always feels like the first person to build a wonder in an FA never really wins. Because, like, all the targets are going to be on him right now, right? Which is, yeah, that's kind of awkward. We'll see if he can survive though. He's got the opportunity. Like, he's got a lot of the places choked off, right? There's a lot of buildings to get through for his opponents. But yeah, as we were saying, like, you might be wondering what the heck is going on here. Well, the Japanese with the floating gate landmark, they get a little box, a little present, if you will, of Yorishiro. Now, the Yorishiro, when you deposit them using your Shinto priest, you can deposit them in certain buildings, whether it be production buildings, like this one. It's got a production building on the stable. Like, the production speed is increased by 200%. And you might be able to see, actually, there's a little bit part of the building there, just this bit here. That actually is the indication of the Yorishiro. Now, the Yorishiro, they spawn over time. You can deposit them in forges even. And so that's what this is all about. It's protecting the gold economy. He's actually getting 25 gold per Yorishiro deposited in. And so he's going to slowly be getting a nice bit of trickle of gold. So it's kind of like a nice infinite gold trickle coming in there for the Japanese. And that's kind of cool when you think about it. Kind of almost reminds you of the enclosures from the farms for the English. Oh, we see the rocket damage coming out from the castle. 83 rocket damage. Kind of bonkers. Defends himself really well. There's the Yorishiro I was talking about. Little package there. Oh, Jeanne d'Arc riding in just to see what scouting information she can get. She's being barraged though. She's very brave. Gotta say, she might lose her life actually. Oh, will he go down? Another drop. Yeah, she does die, and I'm afraid she has perished. And, well, the thing is, the Valdemar can respawn her very quickly if he decides to pay the price for it. That is the question. I think it's got to be the capital town centre he's got to do it from, though. Yeah, there it is. Return of the Saint. Now, he's probably done it a few times because I think it's about 250 gold you start off with, but the more times you do it, the more the cost goes up. I'm not sure what the maximum cap of it is, but I've never really tested that just yet. Well, Puppy Paw, he's not staying static. He said, okay, well, look, Valdemar, chill. I'm going south. I want to take out Beastie, maybe. No, well, I mean, he's obviously going to go for core, right? Because of the wonder. And this is the danger you run in. Because look at this. The Cairo Siphon's coming in for Beastie. Oh, that's a lot of siege units. Now, I love this unit, guys. If you haven't seen it, I mean, do I have to even say anything? Just take a look. Breathing out fire. Burning things alive. And this is a problem. This is a big problem. He's got a lot of Grenadiers core, but they're not what they used to be. And, oh no, they're going to get burned alive. No. You don't want to do that. They're getting absolutely decimated, burned alive by the fire. Fueled by the olive oil, no doubt. Oh, that was bad. Beastie breaking through. Now, actually, I mean, earlier in the cast, I thought this was pretty difficult to break through, but apparently not for the Cairo Siphon. This is actually kind of crazy because, like, with Rams, Rams don't fight back with units, right? They can't fight back on units. These guys can. This is kind of really interesting. Like, how do you get rid of them? You're going to need anti-siege, right? It forces you into that. You can't get close. Maybe cavalry. You're going to need something that has a really high fire resistance because, I mean, they're going to get burned alive. They can even burn down the walls. It's such a great unit. That's absolutely bonkers. And, well, looks like Puppy Paw coming in from the east. Valdemar just chilling, getting stone walls himself. Maybe opting to get a wonder himself. But, yeah, that's looking problematic for Core. He's got 2 targets on his back. I mean, Corvinus technically is probably not going to do too much. Like, he needs to boom back up again, right? And he is doing that. Look how many farms he's got. Can I just say a very big thumbs up for Corvinus and the farming here? Incredibly beautiful. Good to look at. In fact, I have to get a full screen on this. I appreciate you, Corvinus. Recently in the casted games, people have been putting janky farms, man, with gaps and everything. But Corvinus today, doing me a favor. Oh, pump! Demos! He gets out of it. Oh, okay. Not too bad in the end. Ah, the Ayyubids got out of the way just in time. Bit of a false alarm. Well, the Ayyubids breaking through. They're going to be coming in soon. And this is an issue for Core. There's a lot of villages on wood, pretty exposed. Mounted Samurai as well. Oh, that's not looking good. Well, Valdemar going to attack. He's going to take the opportunity, which is kind of bad for Puppy Paw, right? Because he's trying to destroy Core, who's got win condition, right? In fact, let's take a look at the Wonder Tracker. How much does he have left? I mean, he's got 10 minutes left, right? That sounds a long time. That was a long time. Going to be breaking through the keep, and this is looking like a bit of a death push. I'm not sure Core has got enough. I really don't. Especially because he's got Beastie breaking through the south with 2 Hui Pow and Nested Bees and the Cairo Siphon. That's a lot of siege. Oh, good. Got Elite Longbowman as well. Yikes. And Elite Lance Connector. Core, you kind of put a target on your back, my dude. But it's understandable, right? Someone has to take the first step. He's got balls of steel to do this, of course. Many others would have just sat back and played SimCity, but no, Core, he's got guts. He wants to take the fight. He wants to take the opportunity. He believes that without risk, there is no reward. Question is, will he be able to secure the reward of a victory today? When he's got both Beastie and Puppy Paw at his back. Yeah, and Beastie's definitely making a move through. The Hui Pow about to take out the Wonder. The Cairo Siphon on the front lines. Longbow is going to be dishing out so much damage. There's also Nested Bees, and, well, Core doesn't really have anything to do with this. This is looking... Wait a minute. No way. Core just deleted his Wonder. There was no way. He had more than half health on that. He said, look, Beastie, let's call a truce. I'll delete my Wonder, and you just back off. And, well, will Beastie do that? I don't know. He might just finish Core off. We'll have to see. But he did definitely deleted that Wonder. There was no way the Hui Power took that out. He was going to. But Core with a last-ditch effort, trying to make a truce. He said, look, okay, I'm going to lose it anyway, so let's try and make a bargain out of it. I mean, BC's not pulling out, though. And Core's still in the game. This is looking rough. He's getting absolutely butchered in the south. And, well, Puppy Paw coming in from the north. Ayyubids breaking through the production buildings. And this is tricky because that's going to mean there's only, like, I guess, I mean, Corvinus is still in, but otherwise it's just going to be mostly Valdemar, Puppy Paw, and Beastie. But, I mean, dare I say Corvinus could come back into the game? I'm not so sure. A couple of cavalry units coming in from the north, trying to attack the longbows as best they can. Beastie getting an outpost. And crazy thing about the Byzantine outpost, by the way, you can actually get manganese on placement. It's kind of cool. I'd love to see it. But the Cairo Siphon burning through everything else. And, well, Beastie is possibly retreating. I don't know. Well, you might have to, because look at this Puppy Paw. Where is he off to? He thought about it. 2 Hui Pow still firing off. What are they even firing at? I'm not so sure. In any case, They're packing up, and all of a sudden, actually, to be fair, Kor has taken care of this. But he would have lost the wonder for sure. Wait, what? Aha, okay, he's making sure he can break through again. Thought they were shooting down south. Well, that's just showing how rarely we see the Hui Hui Pao, as he's going to lose them. The Karasafan's coming in a little bit from the north part, and that farming transition about to be attacked and destroyed and decimated. In the north, Azutsu with the elite mounted sap. Oh my god, absolutely ripping through everything. That's going to go down pretty. That's a landmark, by the way, guys. Jeez. Hello. Azutsu nerf, please, thanks. That's kind of crazy, right? Because these guys are dishing out all sorts of damage, and I just need to let you guys know one thing, by the way. The landmark that makes this thing, you get it for free. You get these units for free. Like, he can buy them. He can buy them. They're pretty, no, I guess pretty cheap. But they're kind of like not the Kremlin, the Golden Gate, rather. You get tickets. And so you can actually get them for free. You just trade in your tickets. And I think when you start building the landmark, you get 5 tickets, stockpiles, to start off with. And, you know, it only costs 1 stockpile per unit. So you get 5 of these for free, basically. And over time, you get more tickets. So it's kind of crazy how this is happening, especially when you factor in the forge, right? Having the Yorishiro inside them. The Yorishiro and getting the gold trickle in as well. This is looking dangerous. Oh my god. Kor might just be landmark sniped here. He does have a couple of nested bees, though. Looks like Beastie's pulled away, and maybe he took that little truce. Beastie doesn't want to have to commit, right? I think Beastie's playing this so methodically. I mean, Puppy Paw has done a lot of damage. He's killed a lot of players, but obviously he had to spend a lot of military involved in that, and he's lost the units too. But here's the splash damage coming in with the Ozutsu on the Elite Horseman. Will the Elite Horseman get a wraparound, though? That's the trouble. There's quite a few of them. Nesta B is just about to attack. He does fire off. Fireworks show goes off, and, well, the Ozutsu are going to have to back off. The Nesta B is actually looking to be a pretty good counter against them, I've got to say. With Valdemar getting involved, coming with 3 to 4 cannons, the Ozutsu will get cleared up. Puppy-Paw losing his army. Looks like there might be a little bit of a face-off between Valdemar and Kor now, though. That's a lot of Nesta Bs. But, of course, a lot of damage has been done. A lot of the infrastructure has gone down for Kor. Going to have to reset a little bit. But Valdemar probably looking to stop him from doing that. Nesta Bees and Springald's going to be taking out what remains there for Valdemar. Does have the hero, Jeanne d'Arc, who is now a markswoman. And by the way, is incredibly tanky. She's got 675 health, got 37 base damage as hand cannon, plus 200 bonus against buildings. But Kor is stabilizing, he's pushing the army back, he's defended, but at what cost? He lost a lot, guys. What's happening down in the south? There's lots of resources that... Oh, he's just getting vision here, Beastie. Just wants to see what's going on. Alright, wow, everything's reset. Now, after all of that, the only thing that changed really is that Kor's lost his wonder, and the Beastie is pushing out again for another wave, as if he didn't do enough damage already. About to burn his opponent again, once again. Gotta feel bad for Kor. Now, we did say, though, he did have a mark on his back by building that wonder first. Always leaves you at risk, right? If you, it's almost like if you get the wonder first and you don't win it, then yeah, you're gonna struggle. The Limitani coming in, elite Limitani for the Byzantines. Kor gonna run in, but the thing is, there's a lot of cavalry, and the Limitani obviously gonna take care of those very easily. Quite a few Nesta Bees and Springles might try and do some good work against Karasun, but it's burning everything alive. Those horsemen won't survive. They're getting burnt. That's looking bad. Oof. Nesta Bees dishing out damage on the Limitani, but yeah, that's kind of bad. I mean, Kor does have a couple of rams that are body blocking, to be fair, which is kind of nice, but it doesn't feel like the Cairo Siphons are going down quick enough. He's heading further forth. I mean, yeah, those rams coming down south now. I mean, I'm not sure where they're going, but anyway, he has successfully defended that push. Kor, and now he's going to have to reset once again. Yeesh. Well, things are possibly quieting down. Who knows? Valdemar does have that sacred site. I wonder what his next move is going to be. He's expanded quite a lot into the middle of the map, which gives him a lot of angles to be attacked from, to be fair. Could be attacked by Puppy-Paw from the east, Beastie from the south, and possibly even Kor from the west. Although I think Kor's going to probably chill out for a while, because he's been He's had the brunt of a couple of players recently in the last couple of minutes. As we head almost to the hour mark, I wonder what the plan is for Puppy Paw. Looks like almost... Okay, he's getting a wand of his own. He's getting a Tokugawa shrine. Now the mark is going to be on his back, but Core shouldn't be a problem. Valdemar might be a problem. Beastie, yeah. I mean, we've got to see what Corvinus is up to, right? Okay. That's what he's up to. I mean, Corvinus is not out of this. Like, he can do some damage, serious damage. He's got a lot of spearmen, elite spearmen, and a lot of battering rams. And we've seen what damage battering rams can do. Question is, who's he going to go for? Could be Valdemar. Valdemar could be in a lot of trouble soon. And if he does go for Valdemar, that allows Puppy Paw just to be able to defend against Beastie, really. That could give him a good window to win this game. We'll have to see. There is that wonder in all its glory. The Rams, we've got to keep an eye on them because he might head forward any moment now, clumping together. Looks like Core, he wants some revenge. He's riding through with the Yuan Rider and quite a few Nesta Bees. And the kind of crazy thing is that the Nesta Bee is such a strong unit for Jushi's legacy, right? But Beastie gets them as well. And I wouldn't be surprised to see Beastie go for just mass Nesta Bees. Like, if we ever look at his resources, it's almost like he's got enough for a wonder. He's also got a lot of olive oil to kind of reinforce, right? That's the kind of crazy situation. Like, it's not just gold that he would need to keep a bank of, but olive oil he's got. So he will actually be able to get a lot of mercenaries. Uh-oh. Valdemar going for that wonder now. Where is Core's army going to go? Corvinus, rather, I should say. And Core, to be fair. We have to question. He might be going for Puppy Paw's wonder. But that's kind of interesting, right? Because I wonder how much Beastie's going to pressurize. Yeah, he's going to pressurize in the east. He's got trade up and running as well. Beastie's getting plenty of gold through that. So many olive groves for the Byzantines. Right, well, Valdemar going to be taking that engagement. Has a couple of Ribaldiquins, but so does Puppy Paw. There's a nice choke point there for the Ribaldiquins, there for Puppy Paw. And the Arbalist are going to head forward. They're going to try and snipe the Ribaldiquins right, but I don't think he's going to manage it. A lot of damage coming in from the Uzutsu with the splash damage. And Valdemar's army not breaking through, I'm afraid. He needs more siege. And he's going to struggle. I mean, like, looks like Core is trying to break through, but he's got to get away. He's got to get across the map somehow. He's got to get across the river. Mostly attacking Valdemar at this point. Corvinus just biding his time, it seems. Waiting for his opportune moment to attack. It looks like he's going to stay out of the fight, and probably just as well. There's no need to aggravate anyone at this point. All of a sudden, it's quieting down again. Let's just see how much more time is on the Wonder Tracker. 12 minutes? I mean, that's a long time. That's a long time that he's got to defend, and Beastie's mounting a response, right? So Beastie's not being quiet. He's got a Nesta Bee, he's got a couple of trebuchets, and attacking from the southeast. Wait. That's all Puppy Paw's buildings? Where did he get those from? And okay, he's going to lose a lot of the forward production. He's got a lot of barracks back at home to try and reinforce. Here come the Limitane, trying to wall up there, Puppy Paw. I don't think it'll happen in time. Nesta Bees taking out those villagers, taking out the stone walls, and he's going to break through. And he's actually gone through a really short pathway, because he could have gone through the whole main of the base for Puppy Paw, but I mean, he's probably going to take the production buildings first. It might be all down to Beastie, because Core's kind of tied up here, taking these production buildings out. There's still plenty of time, though, to get involved in the action. Core looking to get a bit of gold through the sacred site. Take a look at that. The trebuchet is coming in with the fire as well. That's kind of crazy. So the upgrade comes in for Beastie to get the fire on the trebuchets. Nesta Bees absolutely ripping through Limitani as a front line, and the Ribaldiquins can't get there quick enough. Oof, that's bad. Beastie taking out a huge chunk of Puppy Paw's army, trying to hold on, but those Nesta Bees dishing out damage, right? It's all important because, I mean, Puppy Paw does have a good bank of resources, but he's only going to be able to take so much. Is Valdemar attacking from the north? He is. That's a lot of cannons, guys. And he's got forward production as well. Oh, Nesta Bees clearing things out. The trouble is, Puppy Paw can't be in two places at once. Does have 4 Rebaldaquins, and Beastie quite happy just to retreat for now. You see the Maganel emplacement in that outpost. Not been fortified just yet. And looks like Core is just a bit busy on water. Looks like he's going to be riding across soon, though. In the northwest, Valdemar. Just poking and prodding, holding on for now. Maybe doesn't want to commit too quickly. Looks like Beastie's going to be the one to destroy Puppy Paw's defenses. And you can see the fire flames coming out from the trebuchet attack. Puppy Paw has reset, though. Got an army back together again, once again. Whole sling of units just going right across the map. The kind of crazy thing as well is that the trade for the Byzantines gives them both gold and olive oil. So it's super strong for the late game. That's a lot of trebs. Alright, Core going to be taking a lot of damage on those production buildings. He's actually got, what are these? The Bauschwanz, right? Yeah. He's got the big warships, going to be keeping control of the waters. Just a bit of a strategic standing point. Valdemar looks like he's holding on for now before he attacks, but the real aggression is coming in from Beastie. That's the real threat. Taking out the forge just to deny the gold coming in. Bauschwanz just sweeping up as much production as he possibly can. But a decent army here for Puppy Paw. Let's just see what the timer's doing. Ah, wrong one there. 10 minutes. We'll stay on this for a while because that's probably going to be important to see if he can defend it. I mean, it could be possible he defends it, but it's going to be up against both Beastie and Valdemar very soon. Looks like Core has made his way across the map as well. Onto the correct little segment on the east. Gonna lose those forges. Beastie gonna get an outpost, or try to at least. Doesn't quite manage it in the end. The Zutsu takes care of that. Alright, well they're building up a pressure. Coming in from the southwest is Core. From the northwest is Valdemar potentially. And certainly from the southeast of Puppy Paw's position. That's a lot of trebs, guys. I mean, he might just snipe the Wonder and back off, right? Could be possible. He's slowly edging forward with the stone walls, but the Zutsu might snipe them. If he breaks through the stone walls, then those trebuchets going to be at risk. But the Nest of Bees firing off. But you can see the shield coming in for the elite mounted samurai, and they're going to keep them alive for quite a while. He's going to lose a couple of trebs. Unfortunately, not all get through the gate. Does have a couple of elite longbowmen, but can Nest of Bees get another good attack off? And the shield's helping them stay alive for a little bit longer than perhaps they would have without it, of course. They're all coordinating well. Nest of Bees and Yuan Raiders from Core. Valdemar being a bit sneaky, not really committing too much, it seems. Wants to keep his units alive, right? If you can get someone else to do the work, then why not? 7 minutes on the clock, Puppy Paw. Just a little bit more time to survive. That's all he needs. Shogunate Castle, gonna go down, but there's a lot of rocket damage coming in. Trouble for Puppy Paw. He's got nothing to contest this, right? Because if he contests this and he loses a lot of units, that gives Beastie the chance to push through. Seems like he might be doing that anyway. Valdemar just coming in from the northwest now. Or just always threatening to, actually. So there's a bit of a back and forth. Does lose the forge, and I just wonder how much gold is coming in now for Puppy Paw. Not a lot. Actually, to be fair, it's not too bad. I was looking at the wrong number there, but 900 per minute is not too bad. Has a decent amount in the bank as well. Oh, it looks like he wants to take the fight against Core. Doesn't want him to push any further. Nest of Bees, they do unpack on the Mounted Samurai. Yuan Raiders engaging. He's taking the fight. Does have a couple of Rebaldaquins on the back line. Nest of Bees still getting value. There aren't enough anti-siege here, you feel, for Puppy Paw. So the Nest of Bees are going to be difficult to contest. He's got the Nest of Bees right at the back as well. He will rip through, but at what cost? Because Beastie might be heading in from the southeast. Got a couple of units there. Zutsu, he split up his army here, Puppy Paw. But has he split off enough? That's the question. He takes care of Core's army. Now has to head back, though. He's got to keep grouped together, because on the northwest, Valdemar heading forward. It was definitely a coordinated attempt. Mangonels Rebolquins and those cannons. If you're taking out the town centers, that's a problem, because if villagers go down for David Kim, his ability to get back into the game with economy is going to be difficult. He does have a massive bank of resources, though. That'll sustain him for a while. That's a lot of mangonels. Oh, no, he's not deployed. He's going to lose a couple of mangonels. Oh, God. Hello. Okay, well, the elite mounted samurai didn't get the memo. They just rode right past those mangonels. That's a bit rough for Puppy Paw. He engages now, but the mangonels, that's in good numbers there for Valdemar. Needs to head back with them to defend them with the spearmen. The Zutsu going to try and snipe as many as they can, but a massive shot of mangonels on the Zutsu. The Zutsu do go down. Rebolquin still there for Puppy Paw, but he loses it now. You can see the mounted samurai is starting to ride in, but there's such a big, massive units there for Valdemar. And the bigger problem is he's being attacked on the southeast as well, slowly but surely. He's pushing forward here, Beastie. Steadying his stone walls. Now he's really lacking numbers. Look at the cannons coming out for Valdemar. He's going to take out all sorts of infrastructure the Japanese have, and it feels like he might not have enough here, Puppy Paw. Let's just see what the Wonder Tracker is doing at 5 minutes. I don't know if he has enough time to be able to hold. He's got a lot of time to try and have to hold. 5 minutes. That's a long time when you've got 3 people on your back. But each time he gets attacked, he needs that time to replenish that army, and he's going to lose the production buildings to be able to do that. He lost a lot of barracks already. And again, slowly but surely, inching forward. Hasn't been able to really break this point. It's constantly building the stone walls again, but hasn't really been able to break through, Beastie. It's always tempting. I mean, they're cutting it a bit fine. There's only 4 minutes on the clock now. I was trying to push Valdemar away. Where's Core? Okay, he's going for a ram rush, right? I mean, he's got to push, and he's got boiling oil in the castles. Trying to take out this. I mean, I'm a bit surprised he's going for this rather than the main jugular, which is in the middle of the base here. I guess he's waiting for Valdemar's army to do its job. That's a lot of cannons coming in from Jeanne d'Arc and Valdemar. BeastyQT, he's heading forward now, getting the trouble trebuchet. He's going to snipe it. He's going to snipe it with the trebuchets. At least going to try to. Not sure if he'll manage it. No, the Mounted Samurai should take care of it. Nestor Bees will unpack on them, though. Yeah, he loses the trebuchets. It was a nice attempt there by Beastie, but Puppy Paw survives for now. Puppy Paw notices it happening, and trouble is, will he be able to stop the cannons coming in? There's quite a few castles. The floating gate landmark is down, and Puppy Paw needs to deal with the siege mass from Valdemar. Beastie, though, does have more trebuchets and a hui pow as well. I think the biggest problem for Puppy Paw is had to split up his army, right? So can't take one big coordinated attack. He's being attacked on the west. Mangonels deploy. Takes a huge chunk of the army. Puppy Paw's numbers are dwindling. But so is that timer. 3 minutes still left on that clock. He's cutting it fine. He's repaired. What damage did come out? Coming with Cairo Siphons this time, Beastie. A change of approach. Coming with the Imperial Guard, a new unit for the Jushi's legacy. Will that be enough? Oh, Corvin is coming in. Okay, that was unexpected. He's going to come in from the north this time, and, well, Valdemar needs to get out of the... Well, oh, God. Okay, Valdemar's army is going to be dying very soon. A lot of siege caught out. Didn't have the front line to defend them, and he's going to lose the mangonels and then maybe the cannons, but... I mean, how does he take care of this number of rams? Corvin is coming with the clutch play. That was not expected. I got to say, I almost counted Corvinus out, but I guess I made that mistake. I can't do that again because Corvinus is that kind of player that you just cannot count out. He's always got a way. He's always coming up with clutch plays, and it's looked like, I mean, to be fair, he's probably the one that denies the keep and then the wonder. 2 minutes on that timer, which is kind of frozen for some reason. Okay, yeah, it just changed there for a second. Stuck at 1. Yeah, I think it's ticking down at 5 seconds. Every 5 seconds, it seems. Kind of odd. Anyway, Beastie going to break through on the east, and, well, this is looking troublesome for Puppy Paw because there's a lot of rams. And Valdemar's kind of out of the picture for now. Zutsu going to come in from the back and try and snipe as many of the rams as possible, but the pathing is going to be an issue, I've got to say. Cairo Siphon coming from the east. The walls do go down, and now with the new patch, you don't just take one tile a segment, you actually take 3. Uh-oh. Puppy Paw, that wonder is in trouble. I think he's got it. I think Corvinus is going to take it out. Puppy Paw's not going to be able to keep this alive. Not with the 3 trebuchets unpacking as well. BeastyQT coming in from the southeast with the trebuchets, the rams, the clutch play by Corvinus. You get the feeling that was the big difference. And, well, Puppy Paw, he taps out. He knows his beat, and he feels like there's no way coming back from that. He lost his town centers, lost his infrastructure, and he's going to lose his wonder. leaving just 4 more players remaining. Valdemar, Beastie, Corvinus, and Core. Well, I did tell you this game was going to be a buzzing one, and we're down to the last final 4 players, and let's switch over back onto the current resources, because take a look at Beastie's resources right now. I mean, he's got enough for a wonder this time. He's buying stone. I think he's going to do it. Wait, question is he starting to build up for it? I mean, where would he go for it? Down here? It's a bit exposed, right? I think he's going to probably put it back down here. Maybe he's going to make space for it, delete it. Delete from maybe here. He's got to be going for a wonder, right? Like, he's got 8,000 stone. He's got the resources he needs. In fact, he's doing it. He's going to build it right here. That's the only reason to explain that. In the process, he completely decimated his aqueduct system, I'm afraid. That was a bit unfortunate. So he's lost all the bonus of the water level. But that's got to be the position for the wonder, right? It's got to be. And Corvinus, I mean, he's not completely out of this game. I mean, it shows. I mean, to be fair, I think he was the big thrust there that came with the Rams. Timed it to perfection, really, actually. Gotta say. Good timing there, Corvinus. Hats off to you, my dude. I've got to say, Beastie coming back from the depths of destruction as well. That was incredible. Like, he was so far behind, but now he's brought himself back. And, I mean, we shouldn't really be surprised between what Corvinus and Beastie's done, right? Obviously, incredibly gifted players in Age of Empires 4. And they're showing themselves in a good way. Beastie grouping together now. I think he's just waiting, right? I mean, maybe considering his next moves. But I mean, I wonder why it's got to be for a wonder, right? There's no other reason for deleting that. Can't think of any anyway. Now, the question is, where does Core go for? Oh, Valdemar trying to keep there. And Core says, no, that's not happening. I just wonder whether Corvinus is going to go for Valdemar now. It's quite possible. The thing is, the situation is that Beastie, like, he was in the Dark Age for so long. Now he's come back and he's got so many resources. And I actually think he's the favourite to win from this position, right? Because Core's done a wonder before and it kind of failed and didn't work out. But Corvinus might be attacking Valdemar. And that would just leave a straight out fight between Beastie and Core. And look at Beastie's resources bank. He's got enough to fight for days. Elite Horseman coming up for Corvinus. And I think if Beastie times this well, he's got a really good chance of winning this game. Okay, he recognises the water level issue. And he's going to fix that up. This is a bit disconnected though. You can just see from that little animation, or not animation, but, you know, symbol at the top. Yeah, he's getting barracks. He's building stone walls. He's getting ready for that. He's getting ready for a wonder. Doesn't want to invest in that wonder just yet. He wants the infrastructure to be able to defend, right? It's one thing about building a wonder. There's another thing about getting the things in process to be able to defend it. Speaking about defending things, well, Valdemar's going to have to defend against this strong push coming in soon. From Corvinus. Who, by the way, actually has a decent amount of resources in the bank as well. In terms of food and wood, at least. So he's going to be able to spam out a lot of horsemen and spearmen, that's for sure. Oh, Core sensing something, maybe? Saying, Beastie, you're being awfully quiet. But with the number of nested bees that he's got, that's going to be hard to break down, especially with the spearmen, or I should say, Limitini. Limitini. Gonna have to get used to saying that. The Imperial Guards might be caught out here. He has to back away. Does have a couple of Bauschwans though that gets huge amounts of damage. He's gonna have to back away. Beastie, I think, this time. Yeah, there's no reason to really. Oh god, Beastie, quickly get out of there. All right, he's taking out the forward siege workshops, but I think that's all a bit of a distraction, right? Because you can see he's getting the stone walls up, getting prepped, getting ready, and you can see a massive hole in that base, an empty pocket of purple. Going to be getting a wonder in, no doubt. Alright, well, Valdemar's under pressure. Take a look at the new boiling oil animation on that keep. Looking good, and Corvinus is just going to ride right past it with his horsemen. Take it down with the elite spearmen. And a ram. Oh, that's a lot of mangonels though. Oh, that's a good shot there by Valdemar. Can we get another shot of... Yes! Yikes! as well as the boiling oil as well. The keep survives. And it will continue to survive. But Spearmen going to chase on the north, and that's definitely the right unit composition that Valdemar will want against the horsemen. That's kind of how it panned out, right? Like, Corvinus is going to be engaged with Valdemar, and Beastie's going to get that wonder soon. Taking out that army pretty comprehensively. The trouble is the Bauschwellen takes a lot of population space for core, right? And they're kind of limited. It's a very defensive position. Like, it's not for aggression, right? Like, if Beastie gets a wonder, he's going to have to delete the Bauschwellen to release population space core. Because they're going to need ground military. The thing is, Beastie's actually in a really strong position. The reason why, because there's a lot... I mean, how do you break through this? You can't get through. He's on water. Like, he's got natural water protecting him. And... I mean, sure, there's a gate here that can possibly break through, but if Beastie gets a couple of docks, a couple of military ships, and defends this location with military ships, and then in the north, that's all the only entrance in, and it's got stone walls against that, and production in the way. And it's really hard for Valdemar to get across, right? Because they're all on the different side of that river. All of Beastie's opponents are on the west side of this river. So they'd have to make their way across, and then come in from the north, and then go south. So they have to go through the river, and then through the stone wall if they're coming from the north. And if they're going through the west, they're going to have to somehow break through these defenses. That's looking rough, gotta say. But looks like Corvinus has unlocked the beast, awakened the beast. That is Valdemar and Jeanne d'Arc. See those cannons going to be ripping through. I think Corvinus might be the one to go down now. He woke a beast, maybe wasn't ready for it. And I think the siege is going to wreck everything, right? It's going to take out the production, and without the production, it's going to be difficult for Corvinus. He does have a couple of spring oars that possibly will be sniped. Magadel shot against the spearmen. Oh god, the guns you sniped. Smashed out of the game, and well, those cannons going to take out the spring oars. That's the end of the anti-siege, really. Bye-bye spring oars. And the Mangonels will take care of everything else. Couple of rams just body blocking, really. But yeah, this is a decimation. This is a destruction. Corvinus is going to go down, and Beastie, like, this is really interesting. He's waiting. Beastie's waiting. You can tell. He's just waiting for the opportune moment. He's waiting for the numbers of players to go down. Maybe, as we can see, Corvinus is going to go out. And that'll just leave Valdemar and Core, right? And defending a wonder versus 4 players that Core had to do versus 2 players is a totally different beast. Especially when you consider the strength of the players that remain, right? I think Beastie's got it. Quite possibly. We'll have to see. You never know. Crazy things can happen. Valdemar and Core could still do this to try and push and punish Beastie. I'm not sure everyone realizes how good a position Beastie is in right now. So he's getting trade. Not too bad. 32 traders. Getting 45 gold. 15 olive oil. It's not the worst. We've seen worse trade before. Mostly siege remains. Gonna need to rebuild and group that army, Valdemar, but he's taken out a lot of that forward production, right? Gonna need to make his way across the river, though, somehow. Jeanne d'Arc leading the way. Getting an outpost for that vision, Valdemar. But this is so patient from Beastie, right? He recognizes his potential win condition being a wonder. He feels confident that no one else will get one. And potentially Valdemar could get one too, to be fair. He did his bit of farms and just builds one here. He doesn't really have the stone and gold or wood. Nah, Valdemar's way off it. It's more likely that Core would do it. Core coming in with some rams. Certainly worked for Corvinus earlier in the game. Now the push is obviously stopped because he needs to find another actual attack angle to get across the river. Quite a lot of natural defenses here for Corvinus. I wonder whether Core would ever switch his angle of attack and maybe attack Corvinus. But can I just say the walls look really good right now? The fact that you can build them in between natural resources like that never used to be a thing, but it is now. Couple of rams for Core. But again, Beastie just building that infrastructure nicely. It's got the barracks up and running. So we'll be able to get the Varangian guards if he needs to. Nice farming transition. Now the good thing for Valdemar, if he did ever get the resources to get a wonder, he probably won't, but palace guards do act as a nice defense and also bolsters up the town centers. Gives them a nice bit of arbalest damage output. 62 range damage coming out for the town centers for the French. Oh, that's a lot of Mr. Bees. I mean, even the Bauschmans can't deal with this. What's the range of the Bauschmans? Oh, God. Yeah, that one just died. Take a quick look. A sneaky peeky. 9 tower range versus a Mr. Bees. What have they got? Alright, 8 tiles range. It's not too much of a difference. If you can get close enough, the Nest Bees will decimate, as we just saw. Look at the numbers of them. Looks like he's going to come and repair them too. Yeah, it's quite... I mean, there's like 3 or 4 there he's repairing back to full health. A lot of resources he's saving. Resources, no doubt, he'll need to try and protect a wonder. Oh, there's a couple of rams coming in, but just no defenses ready for them. There's just no units, right? Getting the elite lance connector. He got the Western mercenary contract, of course, there. Beastie. Going to be able to use olive oil for these units. But yeah, this is looking like a strong defense. Like, how do you break through this number of Nester Bees? I'm not sure you can. Looks like he's got a couple of Streltsy as well to boot. Yeah, Valdemar really wants to take out Corvinus. That's a lot of dead bodies. Oh, demos. Great shot there. Well, it could have been worse. I mean, I thought it was better. Anyway, 2 demos versus... I got 2 mangonels, I think, in the end. Because there was once a time when demolition ships, they had a much larger range of attack, of damage, splash damage, and there was once a time like a unit could be here, or maybe even here, and it could be destroyed by a demo in the shoreline. Those were good times. Let me know in the comment section below if you were there. Type a I was there, because those were good times. Not if you're playing. Oh my god, demos, Beastie. Let's spot this, it might work. Oh, he's not spotting this. Oh, okay, he did. Wait, one got through. I mean, the Bauschmans are pretty tanky. He will get a decent hit on them. He gets a good connection. I think he takes them all out. He does. Great work there by Beastie. He takes out the Bauschmans. They're expensive. And it's a bit difficult for Core to get them back. And yeah, he is teeing off for a wonder victory here, Beastie. He's getting the military. He's got the Carrack out, warships, and it's going to be almost impossible for Core to get back into the water. And look at that, triple stone wall layers. Beastie's taking no chances. He knows that if he gets a wonder, the mark will be on his back. And he wants to be ready for that. Wait a minute. Core, is he thinking about taking Corvinus out? That'd be a different change of events, right? I think he's uncomfortable. I think he feels like Corvinus has had too much time to boom, and this is kind of difficult for Core because he's awakened a beast, right? Like he's got a front with Beastie, and now he's going to establish one against with Corvinus. Maybe he just wants to see what's happening, I guess. Valdemar, not up to much at the moment. Yeah, I guess all the players just sitting tight for now. Beastie chilling with his nest of bees. Nice bit of... Wow. Hey, can we just have a moment of appreciation for Corvinus right now? Really playing the SimCity game. The Montlu Academy and the farms behind it. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Beastie's Wonder is up and running. The Cathedral of Divine Wisdom. Setting off the 15-minute timer. Getting the stone walls around it as well. This looks beautiful. Holy moly. I've got to take a closer look. Now the question is, who's going to be able to do the damage to take it out? And that is the big question. And how will they break through Beastie's defenses? That's the even bigger question. Now the trouble is, Corvinus's route to Beastie is kind of difficult, right? He'd have to go through either Core or Valdemar, and like he would have to break this palisade or something. I mean, yeah, it's actually really difficult for Corvinus this time. Although to be fair, he did go through 3 rivers last time to get through to Puppy Paw. I mean, I guess Core would have to let him through and trust him that he doesn't attack him. Not sure you can trust people that easily in FFAs. A wonder tracker. Already shaved off 2 minutes on the timer. Also. Gonna be heading forward through with Grenadiers, and I think Valdemar has to come from the north, right? Yeah, Valdemar's gonna go. Oh, he's trading. He's trading. He's trading. Yeah, not the most efficient. 12 gold per trip. Trading with the neutral market there. Yeah, I think maybe Core's got the best chance, but the thing is, he's got Grenadiers. They're so squishy compared to when they're up against Nesta Bees, right? And he's got the Carrack. This is going to be difficult. Like, how does he get through this first? Like, it's the natural defense. There are so many docks there that I don't think he's ever going to get water presence here. And he'd have to break through 3 walls. This is going to be dicey. I mean, we've seen crazier things happen, right? So it could be possible. There's the army for Valdemar. Now, the question is, how does Corvinus get involved? He almost certainly will need to. Can I just say as well, he is supervising these things. Making the most of them. The old granary, they stack up on each other. A really nice building for Jushi's legacy, similar to the Chinese. Demo gets sniped just as it spawns. He tried it sneakily, didn't manage it in the end. Trebuchet is going to take out a lot of the docks, but he's got to find a way to get rid of the military ship somehow. I think the natural defenses here for Beastie just really kind of halts Core's progression. I'm not sure Core's going to get a good angle of attack. And even if he does, there are demo ships waiting, and I think he's got... It feels like the best bet is through here, the stone walls. But then there's 3 layers of them. There's even an outpost. There's 3 town centers. There's a keep. There's the Nesta Bees. I think Beastie might get this one. Like Valdemar might have something to say about that. Jeanne d'Arc leading the charge. Well, the slow walk anyway. I mean, do these guys know that they're on a timer? They should pretty be kind of chopping. Come on. Mangonels deploy. Arbitriere. Can I have to work through the static defenses first? And it's going to be an issue. And yeah, I think Corvinus, or Core rather, does realize that's probably the way through. Got to be the best way through. Did he just extend that trade? Because that's looking a lot better now. Yeah, 56 gold. So, going to be a decent amount of gold coming in for Valdemar, but only 10 minutes on that wonder timer. Wait a minute. Valdemar can afford a wonder himself. I mean, he's got to take out the wonder that Beastie has first, right? Like, there's no way, because I think generally Valdemar's probably the position or the best placed to be able to take out the wonder that Beastie has. I think Core, he's just banging his head against a wall, right? Quite literally. There are 3 layers of walls. There's even a Carrack there. 2 Carracks. And there's only 1 round. That'll take too long. Yeah, he's coming in from the north here. That's a lot of army though, Valdemar. He's going to break through the first layer of walls, but he's got a lot of barracks to take care of, and here come the Nesta Bees. Now, will he be able to break through the Nesta Bees? It's only siege. It does have a lot of cannons. I mean, the range on the cannons should be able to dish out a bit of damage and take a lot of the Nesta Bees out. 10 tower range, when you compare that to the Nesta Bees that have 8 tower range, yeah. So with good micro, Valdemar, I mean, there's just so many of them though. That's the thing. Like, he can just A-move. He might lose a couple of Nesta Bees before he gets in range, but once he does get in range, they'll just absolutely decimate those cannons. And yeah, Core's really struggling to break through. Doesn't feel likely at this point. He's playing this bit tentatively, Valdemar. There's the Bees. They do unpack. Takes out a cannon though. That's a good snipe there by Beastie. Heads back now. No need to venture out, just to play the defensive game at this point. Got the cannon placement inside the keep, and the mangonel as well. It's so funny seeing the mangonel shots coming out from the keeps, I gotta say. Got 8,000 olive oil as well. I think the Byzantines late game, I gotta say, in the Sultan's Descent DLC is looking really strong. I think at this point... Wait. Where did all these villages go? Valdemar? Wait. Where's he going? Hello? What's Corvinus doing? Is Corvinus AFK or something at this point? He might be. I don't think his army's moved at all. He might just be AFK. I wouldn't blame him. I mean, what can he do in that position? I'm not so sure. But what I am intrigued by is why is Valdemar heading northwards? Wait, what? Okay, that's where his villagers went. Valdemar going with the Notre Dame. I think that's a bit of a meme. Jeez. Wait, is he trying to... Is he really trying this? Wait, what? What? Core's constructing one as well. Everyone's going for a wonder, but, I mean, what is going on? They need to take out the wonder that Beastie has. Wait, who's going to get it first? Surely Valdemar, right? Yeah, Valdemar's going to get his up first, and... Okay, so it's a three-way wonder victory timer ticking, but Valdemar and Core have got to take out Beastie's wonder. And then if they do that, which is a big if, by the way, then Core's going to have to take Valdemar's wonder. I mean, to be honest, at this point, Core having a wonder is completely pointless, unless Corvinus gets in the action, which is unlikely. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we have a three-way wonder victory face-off. And we've got Valdemar. Could be breaking through the walls. That BC just worked to rebuild again. But all of a sudden, he doesn't necessarily seem to have the stronger army that I thought he did. Oh, Mr. Bees gets a huge... Oh my god. That's absolutely terrible. Oh god, he lost a lot now. Well, the Nesta Bees are hiding away back at home now again, going back just as well. Grenadiers going through the shoreline, but they're going to be decimated by the Carracks. There's no way. He might take a Carrack or two, but... Springald's going to go on the warships. They should take him out. Does have a trebuchet trying to take out the docks, but again, it's just it's so difficult for Core to break through. It's got to be Valdemar, but at this point, I mean, I don't think he can, right? I think the game might just be over, guys, because with this number of Nesta Bees, how do they crack this? Even if they get through the stone walls, even if they get onto the island, or to this kind of area of the Byzantine Empire, how do they get through this number of Nesta Bees? It's kind of crazy how, like, even with the new civilizations and new DLCs, it's still an old unit, technically, that is going to be winning the game for Beastie today. Quite possibly, I know. We can't guarantee it, but it looks pretty certain. Let's take a look at the Wonder Tracker. How long is left? Yeah, 5 minutes. I think at this point we'll probably speed things up a little bit. Let's see what happens. Demo's coming up. Does take out a couple of the warships, but yeah, it's kind of dicey. He's going to keep fighting, and I think Beastie could do this forever, right? But Valdemar possibly going to engage now. Going to take out a couple of production buildings, but he needs to break through the walls and then make his way further forward. Slowly going onto the walls. I mean, where's Beastie's army? I mean, he's just got to relocate, right? Okay, they really are coordinating. Quite a lot of rams coming in. Oh, wait, that's Corvinus. Okay, so Corvinus did make an appearance there at the end. But the rams just won't break through. There's just too many Nesta Bees, and if the ram rush... Wait, Core's coming in with 3 rams. 6 rams. Demo just about to deploy. He's going to rebuild the stone walls, it seems. Yeah, the stone walls go up again. He's heading north now, and this is the big push from Valdemar. This is the big push that he needs, but 3 minutes on the timer remains. He's heading back north. It feels like he's not going to engage, because maybe he can't. I don't think he can, to be fair. With this number of Nesta Bees, it feels like there's nothing Valdemar can do, not on his own. He needs Corvinus. He needs Core to break through somehow. Does get through the second layer of walls, but can come demo ships. Would he use the demos? I mean, yeah, no connection there, but maybe look to try and take out the dock. Again, is it just too late? He's going to take out a couple of the Bauschwanz. Just under 3 minutes remain. And Valdemar heading north. I mean, there's no way he's going away from where he needs to be. I think he recognizes the game was over. A couple of demo ships from Beastie going to take out what remains there for the Bauschwanz. Trying to get a keep. corps just to defend and try and make his way across. I mean, he could possibly try and transport ship his way, but that's going to be tricky. Damage ships coming in for the Byzantines to take out what he can. Dishes out a lot of damage on that half-built keep, and even if the keep goes up, it's going to be half destroyed. 2 minutes on the clock remains. Beastie stonewalling once again, and well, Valdemar just about to try and break through. This might be the last hurrah, I think. I think he was just trying to buy time, wait for his teammates to join him. Well, Corvinus is coming with a couple of Nesta Bees of his own, though. He's trying it, for sure. Corvinus always coming in at the right time, I feel. He did it with Puppy Paw, but I'm not sure he has enough this time. Not on his own, anyway. Cor's not able to break through. Corvinus going to try and break through with the Rams. He probably will, but there's a lot of Nesta Bees. Will Valdemar break through in the north, though, at the same time? That could be the way they break through, but look at the splash damage coming from the Nesta Bees, taking out all the Rams, and who needs Springles when you got Nesta Bees? Here the cannons in the north. Limitani coming in for the Byzantines. Just acts as a bit of meat shield, buy some time for the Nesta Bees to get in position, and the push from Corvinus is all but done, and now the last bit is against Valdemar. Only 1 minute on the time again. Oh god, a lot of those crossbows, those arbaletiers get absolutely smashed. There is a mangonel. 1 minute until the victory condition for Beastie. Limitani going to take out the crossbows. There is still one mangonel, but Springles there for Beastie. And the Nesta Bees heading south just to protect against the Bauschwans and the Springles. And all of a sudden, we're heading down to less than a minute now. Less than almost half a minute before Beastie can take the game potentially here. I mean, it's got to be, right? There's just no way. Even if they break through now, there's no way they're going to destroy the Wonder. All that we can rely on now is a disconnect from Beastie, maybe. Limitani going to take out the Rams, and it feels like the push is all but over. Wait, what? How did that happen? Trebuchet's coming in. Oh god, they're getting destroyed. They're getting absolutely decimated. Nesta Bees. He tried it. You got to give it to him, Cor. He tried a sneaky little play there with the Trebuchets. And with 10 seconds remaining, ladies and gents, I think that is going to be it. There is no other way. Corvinus surrenders, and all that remains is Valdemar and Cor to surrender too. But they might just wait for the victory. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. BeastyQT wins this Pro Player FFA, the first of the Pro Player FFAs for the new Sultan's Ascent DLC. I hope you guys enjoyed this casting game. More importantly, if you did, make sure you give the video a thumbs up, but in particular, subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell if you want to see more casted games for Age of Empires 4. Take care, and see you next time.